Hello ladies, good morning. Okay, I am doing the, however you're going to say it, Manish Arora look today. It's a palette that you can't get anymore, but everything within the palette you can basically get. You're going to be using vanilla, not vanilla, I'm sorry, you're going to be using nylon, which is a shimmery goldish undertone for a highlight color. This one I can't tip too much because I've got a blue that cracked over there, but it's this one down here at the very bottom. It's got specks of gold in it, but it's kind of like a vanilla with more of a yellowy underbase. And then you're going to be using, this one I can tip all the way, you're also going to be using Chrome Yellow and Electric Eel and Deep Truth. Deep Truth is just a very deep navy blue, a very aquamarine with more of a blue hint, and then just a wow yellow. So that's what we're going to be using. Let's start with our Urban Decay Primer Potion. Okay, for most of this I'm going to be using Maxine's Mop. We want a flat brush, as flat as you can, and you could use your 239, but I've found that Maxine's Mop is even thinner. I'm going to be taking that nylon, patting it on that inner corner, and then pushing it up into the brow bone.
Yeah, man. One for you.
And do that to the other eye. Okay, so that's about how far I'm taking it, right there on the brow, and just right in there. Okay, and that's your nylon. And I forgot to mention too that you'll be using bitter, which is that bright green. Okay, now I'm going to be taking, let's see, what am I taking? There it is. Bitter, which most of you know, and it's that bright green right up there. Okay. And I'm going to be doing that in the middle, just on the lid, right where I left off with vanilla. Just kind of pat a little bit over vanilla to have those blend a little bit. Okay, and then you'll be taking that Electric Eel, which is, you know, that crazy aquamarine, awesome blue. Okay, looks like that. I'm taking the same exact brush. Okay, I'm just putting that on the outer part. Okay, and do that to the other side. Okay, and to blend those two colors, all you really need to do is just pat. Okay, now you're going to be taking that navy blue, which is Deep Truth, and making kind of a wedge shape. And bringing it up. This is going to be your outer V color. And then bringing it up into the crease and bringing it over a little bit into the bitter. Okay, now I'm going to dip just a little tiny bit into the Electric Eel and line the bottom. I'm not going to go halfway over, I'm just going to go a third. And I like doing it after I've done the Deep Truth because it has a little bit of the Deep Truth on it mixed with the Electric Eel. Okay. Now I'm going to take my 217 brush, and I'm just going to kind of swirl right here to soften that edge a little bit. I took a clean 217 brush, by the way, nothing on it. Okay. Now a little bit on top of that bitter, where the bitter and the nylon meet, I'm going to be taking a little bit of that chrome yellow, just pat it in there so you can get some of that yellow. See, that's what I was using in there. Right where the nylon meets the bitter. Just kind of pat it in there, okay? If you don't have yellow, it doesn't make a huge difference, but I like the way this one blends. And with either a 224, I like personally using my 222, but you can use a 224 as well. Actually, no, I'm gonna use the 217 first. I'm gonna put that a little bit in the bitter, the lime green. Swirl that around the edge. Okay, see how that blends very nicely? Suppose that looks a little bit more harsh going in there, but because I'm using a color that I was already using, and keep in mind we're going to be using vanilla for the rest of the brow bone, and I haven't put that on yet either. So we just want it to flow. Awesome. And now that I have green on my 217, I'm going to be taking a clean 217, taking vanilla, and going on the rest of the brow bone with that. So I'm swirling that in with the bitter. Okay. I'm going to be using black for my fluid line. So, or not my fluid line, but for my eyeliner. So just go ahead and put that on. So there's our eyeliner. I just did black. Okay, and I did just a touch along the bottom. One thing that I forgot to do was to trace a little bit more underneath. So I'm actually going to be taking my 239, no, not my 239. Something with the 239 and the Maxine's mop, if you'll notice. I mean, they basically look the same. Obviously you can tell I've been using the same colors for it. But the 239 and this one's a little bit thinner, and since I have smaller eyes, it's easier for me to line the bottom. But even better than this one is the Maxine's Mop 1/4 inch. That is, I mean, look at that. It's awesome to line the underneath. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go into bitter. On both sides. Okay, and now I'll be doing my brows and my mascara. I'm still using the Voluminous mascara, and I am using Beauty from the Earth. Go to her site, beautyfromtheearth.com. I'm using Mocha Dark for my eyebrows. Okay. Okay, so that is your finished look. Very fun, very flirty. A la Gwen Stefani even, I think. So that's fabulous. But here's what it looks like up close. Okay. So it's really fun. Tell me what you guys think about it. Again, lipstick, whatever you want to do. It's personal preference completely. Yeah, so leave me comments. Let me know what you thought about it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.